Hello everybody and welcome to Lucy's Larking Adventures. So I know it's been a little while since our last video and apologies for that. Hopefully lots of you have seen my post that I had a broken foot. So I've been laid up for quite a long time, quite a few weeks. Thank you so much for all of your lovely messages and kind words. Feeling a lot better now. This is the first day I've been able to get my wellies back on. So there we go. We're out. I've been going crazy at home, desperate to get out and find some treasures. So we're going on a wander just now. I'm going to follow this footpath along a little while. This is a place that we've been wanting to come to for a really long time. So it's great to be back out and hopefully there'll be lots of lovely treasures for us. Let's go and have a look. Well, I can't tell you how good it feels to be back in the water after so long. And it's quite lovely here. So it's a bit of a grey day today. But this is what I've missed. So, it's a shame that we've kind of missed a lot of August really, but actually here in southwest England, it's been pretty rainy throughout the whole of August, so that would have kind of put us off a little bit anyway, I'm sure. So you can see the bottom season's definitely starting to change. It's a little bit murky, but that won't put us off, never does. So I'm going to start having a look. I'm going to look along these banks as well, that you can just see along here. And I'm hoping to find some treasure for the first time in weeks. I'll bring you back soon and let you know what we can find. So I've had my first little find already. Look at this. Dear little thing. An old 3-pin plug. So I don't remember a time when these were like common. I don't know how old they are, but one of you guys I'm sure will be able to let me know. It's actually a really sweet little thing, isn't it? So it's nice to have my hands back in the water, finding some stuff, and hopefully there'll be more to come. I am obviously going to have to take it nice and steady. I'm still a bit unstable on the damaged foot, but a lot better than I was. So that's good news. Look at this. Wow. I wonder how long that's been there. That's crazy. Yeah, that seems like there's going to be some cool stuff, and I'm just going to head off nice and steady and I'll bring you back soon. See you in a sec. So I've just found another lovely little thing. Ryan's in the background. He has got a metal detector, a pinpointer and a magnet, so he's on it as well. He's glad to be back out. He has been out metal detecting without me, but not larking. But look at this that I've just found. It looks like a little tin. Actually, I think it has still got the 2 pieces, you know. And it says Enelin and then something else. Denlifreeze or something. I wonder if I can find out what that was. Isn't that neat? I really like that, you know. It looks like it might have some more writing on the bottom as well, actually. Yeah, let's have a look. Enelin, 1926 limited, London. Made in England by, I think it says at the top. So yeah, I love that. That's a really great find, isn't it? A lovely treasure for my return adventure. And on I go. Okay, you guys, so I can see something just under the water here, which you probably can't see just yet. I'm going to try and film it coming out. Let's see how we get on. Oh, it is a bottle, yes. It looks like a milk bottle. Oh, it's got a lovely sign on it. Look at that. Hall's Dairy, 10 Chelsea Road, Bath. Ryan, Chelsea Road, Bath. That's really local to us, yeah. And it says, it's got a telephone number on it. Look, 7363 or 83, which obviously our telephone numbers are a lot longer than that now. So I'm super pleased with that. Chelsea Road is, it's just like a little shopping road now. There's like a little hairdressers, you know, newsagents, that sort of thing. An Indian takeaway, not a dairy, but obviously there was at some point. So that's really lovely. A super local milk bottle. Ryan loves a milk bottle as well. So yeah, really pleased with that. Okay, so Ryan's had a little find here with his metal detector and he's pinpointed it out. Oh, look what it is. Have that. Let me have that. I'm too excited. Oh, look. That's really lovely. I wonder what sort of metal that is. It's like a little sun, isn't it? Like obviously some sort of pendant. Nothing on the back. God, that's quite an unusual thing to find though, isn't it? Well done.
Lead or something, it's not.
Oh, that's really lovely. Could easily make something lovely out of that, couldn't you? So, yeah. Yeah, the little, I don't know what that is, little finial, I want to say, on the top. A lovely little smiling face look. Well done, Ryan, that's really good. So, on we go to the next thing. So here's something that I recognise. Always lovely to find. Oh, it's actually Marmite, not Bovril. I thought it was going to be a Bovril jar, but... Oh look, a bit broken. It's always nice to find a Marmite jar, a little 2-ounce one. So yeah, I know we've got some Marmite fans in the audience, so to speak. So yeah, I like to find that. It's a shame it's a bit broken, but still. There we go, that's good, isn't it? I can see some exciting looking things over here as well, look. I'm sure you can spot them too. So let's go and have a look at what they are. Do love a bit of pottery. And look at that. Oh my god, that's lovely, isn't it? The colours on that, the picture. Oh, and even better, look, it's got a name on the back. What does it say? I can't quite work out that top word. Something where, Pountney & Co, Bristol, England, willow pattern. That's lovely, isn't it? Ah, very pleased with that. A lovely willow pattern with the Pountney & Co on the back. Shame it's a bit bust on that bit, but there we go. Oh look, that's lovely as well. A lovely little peach rose. I bet that would have had a gold, sort of gold rim or something, wouldn't it? Would have been lovely. And then I spotted another piece. Where was it? There it is. Oh, a couple more actually. Oh, Ryan's had a find. Let's just go and catch him up and see what it is. Oh, this is what Ryan's found. So, oh, shame there's not more of it left than that. But still a good sign, isn't it? That there's a little bit of clay pipe. Still with the little restlet that it would have rested on and the bowl would have come up here. So who knows, maybe there's more here to be found. Fingers crossed, eh? And I got a couple of pieces of pottery here that I'm going to show you. So let's have a look at these. Now, another lovely blue and white piece, look at that. And I saw something over here, it gets a bit murky, but I'm sure this is pottery as well, yeah. Oh yeah, look. Oh, almost looks like it could be from the same, doesn't it? Can't quite do it with one hand, but yeah, I think it might be the same pattern. Yeah, look, it's just got broken off, hasn't it? Well, that's nice. And I do love that rose pattern actually. The lovely blue colours just really draw me in. So yeah, that's lovely. Let's go and have a little scooch around over here. See if we can spot anything that looks exciting. So I hope everyone's well. Again, thank you so much. I had so many lovely messages of support. I know that some of you have sort of wondered where we've been, and it's lovely to hear that you you know, you've been waiting for our video, so it's really nice to be able to get back out. And I'm not going to go too far into that murky bit because I just want to be a bit careful today. So yeah, it's always lovely to hear from you guys. It's officially autumn now here, so the leaves will start to fall soon, I'm sure. But I quite like autumn, so there's nothing wrong with that. What are you? You just stay in here. Look like you might have done something interesting. That's rock as well, I think. Lots of interesting looking shapes. It's the trouble when the bottom is murky is that you kind of have to look at all the interesting shapes in the... Oh, it's just a leaf. And that's a rock as well. Oh, a tiny piece of pottery, but just a plain one. Interesting. You are. I'm going to keep to the nice shallow bit. It's easier. I'm going to have a look at these shapes over here. Oh look, this is a shape that looks interesting, doesn't it? Definitely looks interesting. I'm sorry if you can't see it, the reflection's probably quite bad for you guys. It's an old jar, look. Oh, and it has got some writing on it as well, let's have a look. I think it says, oh, it says Sharwoods & Co Limited, London and Bombay. So you can still actually get like a jar of Sharwoods, like curry sauce, can't you? In like the supermarkets here in the UK, you can anyway. So this must be like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't say London and Bombay anymore. In fact, they wouldn't be embossed now anyway, would they? So this must be like an early version Sharwood & Co jar. So I think we may have seen one of these before, you know. I've got a sneaking suspicion I may have come across one. I'll have to check my collection out and see. So yeah, pleased with that. That's really good news. I'm just going to go and have a little dig around this shallow bit. Why don't I bring you back soon and let you know what else there is. Okay, I've brought you back. You can probably hear Ryan beeping in the background with his pinpointer, so hopefully he's onto some good stuff. And I'm just going to catch up with a few little things that I found, which I wanted to show you. So a lovely tiny chip of pottery that you can just see there, look, and it's a really lovely sort of purpley colour. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. Shame there's not more of it, of course, always the way. And then just in the bank behind me, I found this McLean's peroxide toothpaste. Look, still with a lid on it. So in fact, it kind of feels like something's still in there, but you know, I'm not going to try it. And obviously you can still get McLean's toothpaste here in the UK to this day, but I'm pretty sure it's not peroxide toothpaste anymore. And then my favourite thing so far is this lovely little vehicle. I thought it was a tank. Ryan thinks it's some sort of car because actually it has wheels, not like tank tracks. So that probably makes more sense. But look, it's still got the little window in the front, and it looks like it would have been some sort of camouflage colour. It's got the yellows and greens, but it could just be that where it's sort of worn away, you can see different layers. But yeah, I'm super pleased with that. Little window at the front, look. I do love to find old toys. I know I say I love to find all of the things that I find, but toys are just so happy, aren't they? I think it's probably got a name on the bottom as well, you know. It has. It says something wheels. I don't think it's Hot Wheels. Or maybe it is well, I don't know. I'll have to try and give it a clean up and see if we can work out what it is. But yeah, that'll go in my little collection of like forgotten and rediscovered toys. The thing I like about toys is that they just bring joy, don't they? So someone at some point would have loved this, and hopefully they didn't lose it and were sad about it. You know, maybe it's just been sort of forgotten and they've moved on, but they're just like little bringers of happiness, so that's why I like them. So okay, I'm gonna head on. I'm just sticking around these little tiny shallow clear bits, look, that you can see. I'm sure the reflection, well, there you go, you can just see underneath now. The reflection probably doesn't help you massively, but I spotted a tiny little interesting thing here. Let's have a look. Is it just a leaf, or is it in fact look like some sort of buckle? But I don't think it was. I'll get Ryan to come over it with his pinpointer anyway, just in case. So you never know. There you go, a rock. Some of the rocks here look like they are super interesting, so you do have to pick them up. Okay, on I go. I'll bring you back soon. So I'll catch you up on some of Ryan's finds. I'm just having a little rest, supervising for a moment, but foot's doing all right, so that's good. So first off, this little piece of pottery, which is just the bottom probably of some sort of old ceramic jar, maybe the edge of a lid, but I particularly like it's got that little pink inside look, which is cute, isn't it? So not much use to anybody now, of course, but there we go. A nice bottle, which originally we thought was just a sort of plain one, but it's got a nice old top on it. And on the bottom it does actually have some writing, which I've been trying to work out, and I think it says S.C. Johnson's and maybe and Sons Limited, and then it's got West, and I think that would have said Drayton along the bottom, and then Middlesex. So yeah, some sort of maybe a sterilising fluid or something like that. So that's pretty neat. And then this, which I really like, which Ryan found with his pinpointer, which you can conveniently hear going in the background. And this is from some sort of, what do you think, like a wheel hub or something, from an old car? Yeah. So Ryan says he thinks this is the centre of like an old, like a Morris car sort of wheel hub or something. It's a shame that it's been in the river actually, because it might have been in sort of better condition. Although it's not bad, is it really, considering? So yeah, so that's a nice little find. Fits nicely in with Ryan's sort of interest. A nice bit of an old vintage car bit, which is good. So we've had a nice little haul of like all different stuff, a few bottles, some nice bits of pottery, that lovely little sort of pendant. So yeah, it's pretty cool so far. I'm really enjoying being back out. and it is super lovely to be here. So I'm heading back across to get that white bit of plate that you can probably see in front of you in a sec. So I'll show you what that is, and then I'll catch you up on everything else. See you soon. So this is something exciting. Ryan just thought that he'd found a marble, maybe just a clay marble that you can possibly see it here, but actually it's really heavy and it doesn't feel like a clay marble. I think this might be our very first musket ball. What do you guys think? So you can hear him there, he's just sort of digging around under a bit of the remains of an old bridge. So, I mean, it could be, couldn't it? It could be. Let me know what you think. But yeah, it's definitely got some weight to it. Give it a little bit of a clean. Does it clean up? Not really. So I'm excited to think that that might be what it is, and I'd love it if one of you guys could let me know what you think. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I'm just heading towards this bit of plate. I can probably see it better than you, and it's got a bit of a pattern on it, so I'm really excited to get to it. But I've spotted another piece of pottery here, so let's have a look and see what it is. Oh, maybe not pottery. Maybe not a stone. Oh no, not a stone. What are you? God, this is like super heavy. Oh look, it's like a little man, isn't it? Like driving a car. Could be a woman. Look at that, that's incredible. So what would it have had? I guess like little wheels. Yeah, look, sort of axle thing going through there with wheels on either side. God, that is definitely, that's heavier than I would have expected it to be. And it's still got like the remains of this lovely like green paint look and the red in the middle for like the racing driver. Wow, I'm super impressed with that. That's going to go nicely with my other little car, which is, I'd say, much more modern than this one. How odd to find two. Have you seen it? It is a car theme, yeah. So yeah, very pleased with that. I'm going to give that one to Ryan to have a look at, and I'm going to go and get this plate. Look. Okay. Yeah, it's a shame the wheels are gone. Reels. Okay, let's get it. Look at this. Look. Oh, look, lovely. Very nice pattern. Do you like that bit of navy blue, which is nice? Nothing on the other side. Oh, it's always such a pleasure to find, isn't it? And look, what's just nestled next to it. This is my ponytail reflected in the water. A nice old bottle stopper. You. And Ryan's got something as well, so you found this with a pinpointer, the magnet?
No, with the metal detector.
Oh, that's really cool. It's like a really old, let's swap, you take those two. It's like an old hinge, look.
It's quite old, isn't it?
It does look quite old.
Brass.
It's brass. It's actually quite ornate, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. Good at my metals. Oh,
brass is copper, isn't it?
I don't know either. But that's really sweet. Well done. It's actually in quite good condition as well, isn't it?
It moves.
It does move. Still works after all this time.
Too much, I might snap.
Yeah, I might snap it off. Oh, that's a really good find. Well done. Excellent. So yeah, we're having quite a good haul today, so I'm super pleased. Let's just have a little mooch about. Yeah, is that pottery? You're a big stone. This looks like it might be pottery. Oh yeah, it is, look. An old murky bit. I wonder what colour that was. In its glory days. So remains of a little bit of a pattern there. Stone. You can hear that water like tinkling along behind me. It's lovely, isn't it? I'm sorry you have to keep watching me pick up stones, but you just never know. You never know. I think this might well be another one, actually. Yeah. They just look like there's something interesting, so you can't not check, can you? Oh look, there's a broken bottle there. Let's see if it was anything interesting, shall we? Oh, sauce bottle. Smashed, unfortunately. It's a shame. Get that one out of the way. Okay, so I think I'm going slightly too far out of my comfort zone for today. Normally I'd be like under these bushes in the bank, but I do have to take it steady because I don't want to delay my recovery really any longer. So let's go back to safety. Let's have a peer in under this old tree, look, and see if we can spot anything we can send Ryan in. No, doesn't look like the banks are full up of stuff here, does it? I don't think so. Okay, on to the next thing. So we're just under the remains of this old bridge again. It looks like Ryan's found himself a great place to have a little magnet fish. So let's hope there's some exciting stuff. I'll bring you back and let you know. Well, let's watch. Is it coming in now? Let's have a little look then. See if there's anything on it. Nothing. There is something, but it's just a sort of modern. So yeah, we'll leave him to it. We'll have a little scooch around, and we'll let you know if he finds anything. This magnet, just so you know, is one that was kindly provided to us by a company called Wukong Magnets. You will have seen it in previous videos before, and I will put the link in the description of the video if you want to grab yourself one. They are super fun. Even Ella, my daughter, loves coming out magnet fishing more than she does metal detecting and larking. So yeah, have a look in the description and we'll let you know if we find anything fun. See you soon. So Ryan's pinpointer is doing super things today. He's just found this lovely little button. We've given it a bit of a scrub as best we can because we wanted to see what it said on it, and it's got that lovely sort of pattern around the outside and around the middle, and then it says 3D right in the middle. It's sort of a bit warped and bent now, but look, you can still see the remains of the little button thing. Look at it, it looks great actually. The shape is quite sweet, isn't it now, I think. So yeah, I wonder what 3D was, what it stood for, whether it was like a company or a, I don't know. But I like it, isn't it just so sweet? So yeah, little buttons are like cute little things to find, aren't they? Especially when they're so like weathered and worn. And you know, this would have been on someone's item of clothing, which, as you know, if you've seen my videos before, I do love things that tell a story of someone's life. So that's why I do what I do, really. So yeah, that's really nice, isn't it? So yeah, lucky we've got Ryan, who's finding loads of things. I found a few little things. I'm having a great time, but I'm just taking it nice and easy. Not too deep, not too muddy. So, but we've had a pretty good haul actually for the first one back. I'm really pleased. So we're still going. We've been here a good couple of hours now. But we are still going, so we'll give it another like maybe half an hour or so, see what else we can find, and of course we'll let you know. Show you. The sun's come out a little bit since you saw it last, so that's nice. It's not particularly warm, but you know, beautiful flowers and things, so really nice to be back out in the water. Okay, so I can see what I think looks like a bottle here, though I don't know that it's not broken. Well, there is, yeah, a big piece of broken glass there, which I'm being very careful with, don't worry. Oh yeah, no, there is a little bottle next to it, look, which is nice. Oh, it's got a really nice little shape actually, and a bit of a green colour to it. That's going to clean up, look at that little stick. That's going to clean up really nicely, I think. Has it got writing on it though? No, I think it's blank. But you can just imagine that, can't you? Stop it up and, yeah, that's super. Quite pleased with that little thing. And then I've spotted something right over here in the bushes, so come with me. It is just the remains of something, but it looks pretty old actually, doesn't it, you know? I wonder how old it could be. I don't think I can see anything else here. I might just have a little careful shuffle around of these leaves and with my feet and see if there's anything pops out. So I'll let you know. So Ryan just pulled this out of the bank just where I was looking around earlier actually with this pinpointer. So it is like a little metal case, a bit crushed now as you can see, but it contains what it looks to be some sort of wick. Closed on that end and on that end. I don't know if it's like intended to be open there or if that's just broken, but how intriguing. It's like really stiff together, but we'll try and oh, you have managed to open it. Have you broken it? Oh yeah, it does open, look. Oh yeah, I see what you mean, look.
Don't touch it. But it's got ULF on one end.
Oh yeah, I didn't spot that.
And this bit's quite heavy.
ULF. So I'm hoping that one of you guys, this is like the other mystery object of today. There's been quite a few now. But this is the most mysterious. So let me know if you can help us identify that, because it's quite intriguing. Yeah, let us know. So I think probably the last find for today is 2 lovely pieces of clay pipe stem. But unfortunately not a whole one or a complete one today, so that's always a shame. They're always still just such a treasure to find. Oh, Ryan's found something on the magnet though, which is nice. Oh, look at that. That looks great. Wow. I wonder what, there's some sort of like, they must be for like farming, don't you think?
I don't know.
A sort of forceps. God, that magnet's heavy. No, oh, they're really cool though. They've got like a real like industrial sort of look to them. I really like those. I think I might keep them, you know. Some sort of forceps or something, surely. So I think on that note, we're going to say goodbye. I really hope that you've enjoyed today's adventure as much as I have. It's been really lovely to be back out, to find such a great array of things from, you know, bottles and pottery to some really cute buttons and other things as well. So yeah, really hope that you've enjoyed it. Don't forget that my Etsy shop is still open. Sorry, I did get, as I was sort of laid up, a bit behind with orders, but they are all posted now, so you should have them. If you're in the UK, and if you're in the US, they're on their way to you. Obviously they might take a little bit longer. So don't forget to share your new treasures in their new homes, because I always love to see that. So thank you to those of you that have sent me pictures. And don't forget, there's still loads more treasures for you to buy on there. So do go and check it out. I'll put the link in the comments to my Etsy shop, so you can check it out if you want to. I've really enjoyed being back. I hope that you guys have too. Thanks so much for being patient with us. We've got loads of places lined up actually. We had like a whole kind of a to-do list over the summer, so obviously we're behind on that now, but it means they're still there waiting to be searched. So plenty more to come. We might not make it out every week just for the time being, just while I'm still a bit unstable. Some of the places are slightly less accessible than here. I'm used to like hauling myself up over trees and down banks and stuff, and obviously not quite ready for that yet. So so yeah, a bit more patience please, but we will keep you posted, and we'll be out as often as we can to find more treasures and share them with you. Thanks so much you guys, see you soon, bye! Hi everyone, so we are at home now, and I've brought you back to do a quick roundup after all, because when we got it all out, it's some pretty cool stuff, and there's a couple of things, at least one thing I think that we didn't show you at the time. Yeah, just one thing I think. So these are the things that we brought back with us. These lovely, this magnet find, I don't know, I guess some sort of like forceps or something, but they're just like, they've just got a cool look, haven't they? My lovely little tin. Some of the nice pieces of pottery, look. Looking pretty great. This is the one with the name on the bottom. My second car find, and this was the first one. So yeah, they're looking pretty great. It's interesting to see like the sort of age and design difference between those two, isn't it? So yeah, quite nice to find those both at the same time. This lovely little thing that Ryan found with his metal detector. I did keep my peroxide toothpaste tube, of course, because I love things like that. I love old packaging. This potential musket ball, let me know. Lovely little button, my old plug. I felt quite pleased to find that, so he came home. Bottle stopper there, the lovely little car sort of wheel spoke thing cap that probably actually would clean up quite nicely, I think. So that's one for Ryan to have a go at. This mystery item with the wick. So yeah, I'm hoping that some of you will be able to recognise that. And this is something that Ryan found with his metal detector, which I didn't show you at the time. I did make a big fuss of it, but didn't, for some reason, just got caught up with something else, I think. So I'm really intrigued by this because it's really ornate. it's quite sort of fancy and dainty, but it does, like, it turns there like it's almost sort of like a sort of key mechanism, if you like, and then it's got this little spoke here. So yeah, I wonder what that is. Let me know if you can help us identify that. And then some bottles, of course. So the Sharwood jar, this one here, which is the Johnson's one, the lovely Chelsea Road milk bottle, which we're very pleased with, and my nice little green one. So all in all, it's been a pretty great haul today. Whilst I've been laid up with a bad foot, Ryan has been out metal detecting, so I'm just going to share with you some of the things that he's found recently and ask you for some more help with identifying and dating them. So let's go and have a look. Okay, so here's a little glimpse into Ryan's collection. His metal detecting collection, God, that's a mouthful, is growing. So he's got loads of coins now. He finds quite a lot of these big old pennies, mostly George. I think there's one Victoria and a few other coins as well. Some halfpennies, some foreign coins as well, which are quite fun. So yeah, so you can see that that's growing quite a lot. So he's really having a great time doing that. And he's been able to get out doing that while I've been laid up as well, which is pretty good. So he hasn't been too bored. And so we just wanted to show you a couple of other things. So that's his first silver coin. Look, and it's a nice little display case. So we're pretty pleased with that one. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Look at that, the 1930s 1 florin. So yeah, that's cool. Some nice buttons. I do love a button find. We found one today actually, didn't we? So these are always really nice to find. I've got a nice set of these actually, and it's got the name around the outside, like Furman and Son. Another one there, which is a bit worse for wear, but you can still see the coat of arms on it. Look, that's cool. I really like this one. This one's like a proper sort of 70s or 80s in there. So yeah, that's nice. Another one of these fire and sort of caps, Kynock, that says, number 12 Birmingham. This lovely brooch here, look, with the stone on it. I think probably just costume jewellery, but yeah, still a really nice thing to bring home. Loads of these old pound coins. So we've just had a new pound coin in the UK in the last couple of years, and Ryan finds like a bizarre amount of these old ones, so we can still change them up actually for currency, which is pretty cool. And then this is what we want your help with. So there's some buckles here. As you can see, some of them you might have seen before, all found metal detecting. I'm just wondering if you can help us age them. So this is the first one, just a sort of like little square one. Number 2 is this one, a bit bigger. Number 3, this is a nice one. It's still got this sort of clasp on it. That would have been from. 4, again, just a really nice shape to that one. Quite a nice sort of feel in the hand. 5's the biggest one. So belt buckle probably. What do you think? And then number 6, this one here, look. Just missing that middle bit, but yeah. So I think probably a mix of ages, but it would be great to sort of find out a bit more about them. So so yeah, let me know if you can help us out. And of course, we'll keep sharing our adventures and Ryan's finds with you. We'll see you all soon. Bye.